Hey, this is going to be an extremely short little message. This is Mr. King telling my 4th, 5th, and 6th grade classes that I am out today. I'm sorry to say, but I have the work that we worked on before, which is our really awesome zombie heads, the grotesques, the nasty, the disgusting, but also the beautiful in a lot of ways. And I want you guys to spend your time absolutely finishing these up and making them the best they possibly can be. I chose a couple examples here to show you that we're all at different points with our work. So I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, Leah Brundage, but really awesome job Leah's doing so far with her zombie. Got the storm clouds, the heads disembodied and floating along with our little gravestone over here. Well, what would I tell Leah to do? I think you guys can imagine. There's still quite a lot of white space. I would darken in your outlining here because it's hard to see how fine the outline of the outside of the head is, so I would want to make that contrast a little bit more. Maybe you want to go into colored pencil and color in a color for that sky around it. I don't know if it should be like a light purple for kind of a semi-nighttime feel, or whether you want to make it an orange and give it a little bit more contrast, or a yellow or something like that. But it's really up to you how you want to do that. But right now, I think the white space should be reserved for just the whites of the eye. So Leah's got quite a bit of obviously open space to work with. Not that she was working slowly or anything. She's actually doing a really nice job in her work, but I just wanted to point out that's something you would know you want to add to. Now, a different example, Emily has basically covered the entire paper with color. And I love that she took my advice and outlined the teeth, because that is, like, honestly one of my favorite parts about this one. And by the way, Emily, I love this. You have a real style, so please don't look at this and think that it's not what you wanted, because this one excites me a lot. It's just different. It's fun. It feels like something that's yours. So sorry if I embarrassed you with that talk. But anyways, you want to definitely think about getting in. And I mean, the one thing I can say about it that I think could use just a little bit more is little surprises. Okay, I love looking in here and seeing there's some gel pen. It's kind of hard to see in the camera. There's some gel pen here in the eye. There's a little bit more over here and kind of wiggling around in. I would come in, actually, here's the thing I would suggest. Use the colored pencil on top of the marker in some places and gently blend it in and get some interesting things happening. You can model the teeth a little bit to make them a little bit rounded. You could do some cool effects with the wrinkles in the skin, but it would help separate your zombie head from the background, which are seeming a little bit same in some places, but love the textures created you have around the eyes, and you can see it in the brain, but you really got to go over those lines. They're getting lost in that pink right there. So make sure that you're just pulling in that difference. I want to feel the difference. I want to see the textures change between the background and the foreground here with the head. But such an amazing start on this one. I really want to hang this up to display. Another equally awesome one. By the way, these three I picked partially because they're really doing an awesome job. So really cool skeleton right here. Or not skeleton, sorry, zombie right here. Love the attention to detail. Love the amount of effort I can tell went into drawing. I can almost feel the hand cramping from holding that black colored pencil and really pushing it down and getting the really dark colors. And I actually like that texture it creates. The one thing I can mention about this is that texture is kind of overpowering. It's just really, that's everything right there. So maybe go back in, and you don't even have to press that hard with the black colored pencil, but just spend the time filling in those little white gaps and going with another layer. And then I would definitely use the marker and outline your stars to kind of clean up those edges a little bit, okay? You can work marker on top of the colored pencil, and that'll be absolutely fine. And then you can come in with the ultra fine point if you want to and create some more texturing on the zombie head. So the reason why I chose these three is not to pick on these people, but to point out that most of you have a little less than this. And that's totally okay. I'm not upset about that in the least. But there's so much more you could do with these, so much further you could push a lot of these, even when they feel like they're done. I hear kids say it all the time, like, I'm done, I've covered it, and they're just like sick of working on it more. But really good artwork, guys, it takes going over multiple times. Think about when you're writing an essay for English class or social studies or something like that. You don't do your first draft and call it good. That's where you're going to notice little punctuation mistakes or capitalization, or maybe even the content you want to change a little bit. Same thing with our art. We notice little bits that we want to add a little more to or fix or change. And those details count the further you get along with your artwork. So focus on the details today. All right. Sorry, that took a little longer than I expected, but I am a wordy kind of guy, aren't I? All right. So I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.